How's Aunt Marion doing and Aunt Gwen?
They're real happy about LSU beating Alabama.
Hey Ben, it's good to see you. I miss you so much.
I miss you too. It's been a minute.
I miss you, Angie.
Yeah, I miss you too.
Our legacy, for those of us that live here and raise our families here, is that we all leave. And if we don't leave, we know and love people who've left. It's not a good feeling.
So often, what you want is to leave your legacy for the next generation. But in Louisiana, we have this weird thing where people are leaving. Our legacy is leaving the state. Opportunities are fleeing the state. Jobs are fleeing the state. Young people are fleeing the state in search of those jobs and opportunities.
It shouldn't be this way. We have such amazing talent here. We shouldn't be losing our best and brightest.
Out of my 3 roommates, they all left to Texas. Every single one of them.
Have you seen Jonathan and John recently? I know that they're in Austin and Dallas as well.
Ben is one of my closest friends. I've known him since high school. We lived together in college.
There's a mass exodus. My son left after college.
It was really scary, honestly, just kind of thinking about the notion of leaving Louisiana. I mean, it was, leaving all my family and friends behind. It was hard to kind of picture myself so far away from everybody.
When he graduated from college, he was recruited by a company that was in another state.
I'm in software engineering. I'm a computer guy, but there's not a lot of big tech companies out there. There's way more out here in Texas, Dallas, Austin.
He just got a new job. It's one of these post-COVID fully remote jobs where he can live anywhere in the country. And I had a discussion with him about possibly moving back to New Orleans. But it's going to take money out of his pocket, and that money is state income tax. Mama, I could come home, but I can't get the numbers to work.
You don't know yet for sure when you're going to come?
Around Christmas, we don't have the set dates yet.
Okay.
Angie and Ash and their daughter Jillian ended up moving out of state a few years ago, which was a really difficult decision for them. Angie's an only child. Her parents are getting up in age. They're having some health problems.
She's always been real close to her dad. He's been sick almost the whole time, since they moved.
Angie was having a hard time finding employment after advancing her education. Ash was looking for opportunities to grow in his career, looked for several years, and couldn't find opportunity here in Louisiana.
If she was here, she would be more involved in making some of the decisions with the doctor. It's hard, very hard on her.
Tell me how it's been trying to check up on your dad. You worry about them, and I know things have been hard. How are things going?
Yeah, that's been hard. I tend to be a little bit more aggressive than my parents with communicating with doctors. So that's been difficult from another state.
When you look around the country at the states that have been successful that once were really on the same playing field as us, they had similar outcomes, similar population. The major difference is their public policies. People don't want to stay here because we have a complicated tax system, income tax, failing education. Our schools are the worst in the country.
It's not just the kids. The parents are following. My husband and I, we're very connected with our son. What we will most likely do is when Ben gets settled and buys a house, we most likely will move, which is really sad because I've spent my whole adult career here in Louisiana.
It's sad because I really love, Louisiana, I love New Orleans, but it's just better for me out here.
What we want is to write Louisiana's comeback story and put policies in place that'll promote jobs and opportunities to come back to our state. So that way people can live in the greatest state in the country and provide for their family. But we can't do it by ourselves. We need the Louisianans to step up. We need them to go to our website, hear what we're having to say, and then tell their stories, because the only way to make change to this state is from the ground level.
We have an opportunity in front of us to write Louisiana's comeback story together. We'll put out a list of questions for you to ask your candidate that are based on our solutions.
When we say it takes the people to come together to change this, what we mean is for people to come tell their neighbors the story of how policy can change lives. What we need is for people who have felt that pain of their kids and grandkids leaving, to make sure their lawmakers hear about it and to know how we're going to fix it. What that means is showing up at the Capitol and telling your story so that people can hear it and feel the demand and need for change.
What we're trying to do here is illustrate the solutions so that our children, our family, our friends don't have to leave our state to find a job or opportunity. Sign up, follow us, get involved, because we're the only ones that can change what they're talking about.